Welcome back to Make Me a Fan. I'm Jag.
I'm Pete.
And today we are continuing Make Me a Fan of the North.
Yes, sir.
So yesterday we saw them win the titles. Today we're going to see them take on someone that you think is the best in the world. You care to extrapolate on that?
Sure. Well, I mean, obviously, current Impact World Heavyweight Champion Tessa Blanchard.
Heavyweight at all, $130 of her, I'm telling you. But yeah.
You know, top star, great build. They spent like the last 18 months building that story with Sami Callihan.
Yeah.
We got to see that inside and outside of the Impact ring, but the full culmination just recently happened. She actually won the title for me. I thought it was absolutely fantastic.
Cool. Well, you said in a previous episode that you don't think she's just the best female.
Oh, she's the
you
best
think she's
wrestler
the best wrestler on the planet.
Flat out.
And I mean, we haven't seen her in a little while because of the stupid virus and because of the travel restrictions. But rumor has it she's back in the States. Mm-hmm. And she's got her size 7 or whatever she's got ready to put it up somebody's tail. And I think Moose might be on the
receiving end.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Hey, I mean, I'll watch it.
I ain't mad at that.
If Moose doesn't destroy Tessa Blanchard, I'm going to be really frustrated because I don't know how big Moose is, but he looks like a big, strong mofo. And I would expect him to break her in half. But you know, Tessa is resilient, and maybe she'll find a way to win. But today ain't about Tessa. Today isn't about Tessa Blanchard and Moose. Today is about the North. Josh Alexander, Ethan Page, the tag team champions of the world in Impact Wrestling, and they're going to smack some people around and kick a little butt, do a little dance, make a little love, and get down tonight. Are you ready?
I'm ready, and thank you guys for suggesting this one. This is also one that I would have suggested, so We're gonna check it out right about now.
All right, that was a pretty amazing match.
Yeah, for sure.
I loved and I hated.
Sure.
Which one would you like to hear first?
Let's do the hate first.
I'm gonna hate because I can smell. I can tell. First of all, I can tell that this is a recent match because it reeks of AEW. Okay, what I mean by that is we had 2 suicide dives. I think we had 4 dives total from Tessa off the top rope onto the waiting guys where we're just waiting and resting like this for 10 seconds while she gets ready to dive. I hate that crap. But it looked good. It was a great story being told. That's the end of my hate, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, one more thing. I didn't like that this woman who is the world champion, the heavyweight champion of the world, who beat a man, not just a man, but many men on her way to the championship, the moment she takes a shot from Mr. Alexander, the crowd boos him. Come on! You can't be the world champion and then get booed when you take a freaking punch. That's part of the game. Okay, enough of the hate. Time for the love. I don't know what it's called, but that cutter to the wheelbarrow suplex tandem move is my favorite thing in tag team wrestling right now. That looks freaking amazing. What do you think of that move?
Oh no, it's phenomenal. I mean, clearly you got the 1, 2, 3.
Hell yeah.
Nobody kicks out of that.
I was pissed because I wanted to see when she reverses the double underhook where they hook the leg and they're going to do something and she got out of it. I don't know what that is, but I wanted to see it because the tandem moves are fantastic. Just think about it like this, America. I'm going to say a couple of things and it's going to give you a warm fuzzy in your heart. You ready? Mm-hmm. Shatter Machine. Doomsday Device. Right? There's these different tag team tandem moves that everybody knows and remembers. What was the Heart Foundation's move called?
Heart Attack?
Heart Attack. Beautiful stuff, man. Those moves stick with you for the rest of your lives. Gosh, people, this is tag team wrestling.
And AMW had Death Sentence.
Oh, really? What was that?
That's where they held him out like this, and then James would come down with a leg drop.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah, he'd have them prone like this, and then
I mean, think about the Hardys. They had all kinds of tandem moves. This was amazing. 3D. Mm-hmm. Come on, 3D. Like, there's so many cool moves. Tag team wrestling is we know Vince doesn't appreciate tag team wrestling.
Correct.
And for that reason, I'm a little disappointed. I'm a lot of disappointed in Vince. But hey, if you don't like what you're getting up in freaking Connecticut, take your butt on up to Canada where they're doing things right with the North. Tandem moves, good storytelling, great mix of personalities, kicking all kinds of butt and taking names. What did you think of the match?
That's fantastic. Unfortunately, COVID struck while the tapings happened, and it took away from the actual story that was being told in the ring with Eddie Edwards, Michael Elgin, and Tessa Blanchard at Rebellion for the title. We obviously know that didn't happen and that fizzled. So that unfortunately falls flat now, but it still builds that there's a lot of contention at the top of the Impact Heavyweight title match. So you've got Tessa, You've got a Michael Elgin, and then you've got Eddie Edwards, who's got his rights to call his shot for a title. So
all right.
we still have some unresolved that we definitely need to get to, and I'm hoping that, in the next couple of weeks and months, hopefully we see where this all goes.
Now, Michael Elgin is a big, strong mofo.
Big Mike.
Yeah, and I want to see what he does. Eddie Edwards, as I said to you while we were watching it, I don't know much about him.
We'll do some American Wolves, guys. Comment if you want to see some American Wolves stuff. I would definitely like to show him some Ring of Honor stuff, and then also the American Wolves stuff they did in Impact.
Cool. I'm down for whatever. Look, I'm a sucker for tag teams. I love tag team wrestling. I always like to imagine myself and one of my buddies, hell, me in the Encyclopedia, and they're smacking the taste out of people's mouths, coming up with some crazy tag team tandem move. That would be awesome. This is the dream, right? You and your buddies, you always had the dream. Hell, me and my little sister had a tag team when we were very little, okay? I won't even tell you the name. It was that cheesy. If you really want to know the name, tell me in the comments. I'll let you know. But I'm going to keep that one to myself for now, okay? But this was a great match. I mean, it was one of the better tag team matches that we've watched and make me a fan. Tessa's prolific and gifted. We already know she's great. I feel like there's a little bit of inequality there when it comes to when she gets heat, on her. The crowd doesn't seem to like it, which is fine because she's a face. She's the ultimate face, right? But come on, guys, let's be fair. You're going to play with the big boys, you're going to take this big boy right hand. That's just how I feel.
For sure.
Ethan Page is one of the best heels ever in the history of man, at least based on what I've seen in the last couple of matches. Just the way he takes things away, just stepping in the way of her dive, the first attempted dive, right, was just magic. And the crowd hated him for it. She hated him for it. I love watching this dude. And my man, Josh Alexander, is amazing. That dude looks like he's killing people when he's doing this stuff. And I love it because that's what we should get. We should get a dude smacking the taste out of people's mouths, slamming them when they're on the ground. Yeah, man. I am a fan of the North. This might be my favorite tag team in all of wrestling right now, and that's a pretty bold statement.
That is a very bold one.
I mean, there's a lot of good tag teams out there. I mean, well, we won't talk about the E because we got Street Profits, and I don't even know who the SmackDown. New Day? I like me some New Day, but whatever. Hangman Adam Page and freaking Omega? Pass. Okay, I don't know, man. This is good. Where do they rank for you?
Who? The
North. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're top 3 right now. They're definitely one of the best stuff. I mean, Ethan Page has got Alpha One that he runs out of Hamilton, Ontario, up there. And there's a lot of great stuff we saw. It used to be on IWTV. It's now on Impact Plus because of the way they've restructured things.
All right.
But Alpha One, there's tons of great stuff. So Ethan knows he has a great understanding of booking and promoting and all that. There's also great stuff at Black Label Pro that they've done. Now that Josh has got his paperwork all settled, he can actually start to wrestle in the U.S. again. So that's what helped brought the walking weapon to actually back to the States.
Hell yeah.
So they're great right now. Speaking of that, tomorrow they may be wrestling what people think are some of the best tag teams.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
And go ahead, tell me.
So we're going to go to PWG. We're going to fire up the High Spots Wrestling Network, and we're going to watch the Young Bucks.
Yes.
Versus not the North, but Ethan Page and Josh Alexander.
Okay. I mean, they can't be called the North legally, or what's the deal there?
This was before they had the name the North, so we could say this is pre the North.
Pre the North. I like that. Okay. The Young Bucks, no doubt, are extremely popular. They have a specific style that I'm not necessarily a big fan of, but I have a lens that I watch the Young Bucks through that allow me to appreciate what they do. We'll talk about that tomorrow because tomorrow at 9 o'clock, Young Bucks versus Ethan Page and Josh Alexander. Not quite yet the North, but future tag team champions of the world.
Yes.
You good with that?
I'm great with it. We'll see everybody tomorrow at 9 a.m.